Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And today, as we always do, every time we have a new graphics architecture, it's worth trying some old games. So this is Metal Gear Round Zeroes. We're running it at 3840 by 2160. Everything is maxed out. And I was actually very surprised because I always have this game in my mind. It was the first game I ever tried to run at 4K when it came out 9 years ago, which is absolutely insane to me. And when this game came out, I remember I had a 980 Ti, and it was the first game I ever tried to run at 4K, and it absolutely destroyed my card. I had a 980 Ti super clocked from EVGA. Rest in peace, EVGA. We will miss you. Um, and I remember it was good for about 50 FPS, closer to the mid 40s. And it just absolutely destroyed my card. But man, it looked beautiful. And, it's just amazing to me that today, in the latest AAA games, we have like ray tracing, we have DLSS, we have frame generation and whatever, ultra HD textures, using 12 gigabytes of VRAM or whatever. And then you have games like Metal Gear Solid 5. Just look at it, man. It's Fox Engine 2014. It still looks amazing today. And I feel like we really regressed somewhere along the way. We sort of focused a lot on, I don't know if it's if I had to call it vanity or whatever, but somehow we lost something in the last few years, because look at this. It's just I think it's mainly the artists were so talented at framing the action in the game, the animations. Of course, some parts look dated today, but just look at it, man. It's absolutely incredible today. And it's very surprising to me that even with today's hardware, you have the RTX 4090, which is absolutely stupid performance today. It's using about 30% of the card, just for 60 FPS. So, Fox Engine was on something, man. It was really some next level stuff. We're not ready for Fox Engine, and it still looks AAA today. It doesn't have ray tracing or whatever, but it looks amazing. And I remember also I tried this game on RDNA 1. I had a 5700 XT, and even that architecture couldn't handle it at 4K maxed out. You had to lower the graphics to high, and then you could do 60 FPS sort of comfortably at about 70-80% utilization. And actually I tried to play this game on RDNA 2, and I think it crashed for some reason. At some point, when you try to play the game, it just doesn't work. I think I remember I tried it a couple times, and it was specifically Ground Zeroes that was not working. If you try to play Metal Gear Solid 5 proper, it would work, but Ground Zeroes for some reason just didn't work at all. I don't know why. Oh man, look at the cloth physics. And that's something else I wanted to talk about, because back in the day, not Pascal, is it Maxwell? Is it? The GTX 900 generation, I still remember there were many games, maybe using Unreal 3 coming out, and you also had games like Metro where they would really make use of physics, and I remember they were doing some amazing stuff with physics, like You know, stuff like Batman's cape in some of the Arkham games, and cloth physics also in Metro, and maybe there were also some simulations with fog and particles in the levels in some games like Mirror's Edge. Maybe Mirror's Edge is a bit older, I don't remember, but there was something like Mirror's Edge, and then you had stuff like Alice Madness Returns, which just looked absolutely incredible with maxed out physics. But you know, at the time, for the hardware at the time, they were absolutely brutal to run at high resolutions. You know, and somehow, you know, you look at the physics in games like this one today. You know, you look at the rain, for example, and then you have rain like the one in Resident Evil 4, which didn't even look convincing at all. You know, and but this one looks absolutely incredible. And you know, I really think there is a discussion to have here. Like, did we just go back, regress? You know, in terms of graphics technology. You know, because I mean, to me, this looks absolutely incredible. You know, and of course, part of it is also that the cinema. We could say the cinematography, or the way they're framing everything, the shots, the animations. Of course, the artists were amazing at the time, you know, at selling you how they wanted the scenes to look. You know, the storyboard people, absolutely talented, you know, individuals. But you know, I mean, how is it that today, having so much technology, you know, you can shove in like a lot of compute power, but you still cannot get something that looks as impressive as this, you know? And you know, speaking of that, you know, this is all running real time. It's not a cutscene, it's not an FMB, it's actually running real time on your hardware, you know. There are some games today which ship out with like 60 or 70 gigabytes of video files, and look at this thing just running real time. It's just absolutely incredible. Look at that. Look at the detail on the patch. And you know, it's not even, I mean, yeah, of course, at the time the 980 Ti had what, like 6 gigabytes of VRAM. This one is using about 6.5. So you were really pretty much maxing it out, you know. Probably you had to wait until the 1080 Ti or the 1080 to really start playing this at true 4K comfortably, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's, I just like to go back and try out some old games. You know, old games, if they were good, they will always be good. And thanks to the PC platform, you can always go back, you can play them, you can try them out, and see how new hardware brings life to these games. You know, it's absolutely amazing that we can do this with on PCs. And you know, I know the last few years of PC gaming have been rough, but I still think PC gaming is improving. There are more options for people, you know, and now it's very easy to get a lot of compute power. I mean, a 3060 is still pretty capable card. If you want to play at 4K, it can play this at 4K if you want to. Just high settings, it will still look great, you know. What you really need is a monitor upgrade, you know, more than a GPU upgrade to begin with, you know. First, people need to move on to 1440p or 4K high refresh rate displays. Then you worry about the graphics card. That is what at least what I personally think. You should upgrade your monitor first. But yeah, man, I mean, what happens with newer games, you know? How is it that this 9-year-old game is, just look at it? So yeah, this was just a short video. I wanted to test this game out. It's one of my favorites to just go back and look at it. I absolutely love the intro scene in this game. It has always floored me. It floored my uncles when I showed it to them. You know, they are also fans of graphics technology, but they don't keep up with it a lot. But even then, back in the day, it really floored them. Just seeing Metal Gear running in real time. And I'm happy to see that even a 4090, you know, you need 30% of a 4090 to run this, you know. It's absolutely incredible. So, yeah, and last thing is I'm sad to see Fox Engine is basically dead. We're not going to see any more of this engine, which is a shame. And yeah, look at this. I mean, this is the binoculars. Like, if you compare it to Resident Evil 4, the what is it, the sniper scope, in Resident Evil 4 is not clear. You know, you zoom in on that thing, it's not clear at all. But look at this, the binoculars in Ground Zeroes, you get an absolutely clean zoomed up image, you know. No aliasing. Well, okay, some aliasing at 4K, but very little aliasing at 4K. It's just completely clear. Yeah, I mean, this engine is something else. Look at the cloth physics on the tents, by the way. I mean, just okay. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm nerding out about the graphics. So, let me know what you think. Do you think graphics have gotten better the last few years? Do you think we made a mistake pursuing the ray tracing angle? I mean, ray tracing is cool and all, but how about this? You know. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.